Hello. So I just wanted to record a little bit of an experience that I've just had today. So I've just finished a breathwork session. So yes, I am probably looking a bit of a mess. Um, Quite an intense breathwork session. I want to share about what came up in that session, but also what I suppose another layer of the onion. I talk about the healing journey, experiencing and allowing ourselves to feel these energies, these emotions that are trapped in our bodies, because our bodies hold the score of everything that we've experienced in this life. And this morning, there was another layer of the onion that came up into my awareness because this stuff is blind to us. Our conscious mind doesn't access this stuff because it's too painful. It believes it's too painful for us to go there. And so its job is to mask what needs to come up and keep us on the trajectory that we've always been, keep us being the same person, doing the same things, living the same experiences, constantly being in the same loop rather than actually evolving into our true authentic selves. So these energies are in our bodies, and they are always in our bodies until we learn to uncover them, acknowledge them, and release them, and allow them to be processed and move through us. And I can still feel the energy in my body now because I'm still shaking. But I just wanted to share another layer of my onion. Yeah, we're all onions. We've all got layers and layers of this stuff. But this morning, it's like I peeled back another layer, and it's just made so much sense. Now it's in my awareness. It's huge. So this morning I met my good friend Natalie Hendricks for a walk, and myself and Natalie have been on this healing journey together for a number of years now. We've created our own modality, and we've been peeling back the layers and layers and layers for each other and really holding that mirror up because, like I say, we're blind to it ourselves. We just think it is the way we are. But when somebody else is able to really reflect things back to you, it helps to bring things into our awareness. So this morning I started off, I did a meditation on Insight Timer. Absolutely love Insight Timer. And I set some intentions in that meditation. So when I was out for a walk today with Natalie, we were just having a nice chat. And as we do, we pull each other up on certain things that we say, certain things that we are experiencing, and we kind of try to reflect that back. And with any normal people, they might think we're being picky at each other, or trying to dig a hole, or be mean, but we're not, because we both know that the more we bring things into our awareness, the more healing we can do, and the more we can help each other to really evolve and grow into who we are truly meant to be. So one of the things that where were we in our conversation when this came up? I guess for me, I was well, just to put a bit of context in this, I have a program that I know that the universe is pushing me to really put out there, called Beyond the Illusion. And it is about helping people who are new to this space to understand what this life is, this matrix, why we're here, why we chose to come here, understanding that everything is energy, that we create everything to do with that energy, what we're putting out there, everything that's going on in our bodies is a direct reflection as to what we experience here. Understanding that connection to the non-physical, that we are not just our physical bodies, that we are way bigger than that. And then understanding this journey of evolving. So this program came to me a year ago, and the universe put a boot up my bum these past couple of weeks to really put this program out there and make it available. However, I am now in the process also of emptying out the house, right? The family home, been here for 16 years, absolutely shitloads of stuff to get rid of, loads of painting, loads of carpet cleaning. I've been flat out for 2 days now. And it's almost like I've put my program on the back burner to focus on what I need to do in the house. And it's interesting because Natalie helped me to realize that that was almost another form of self-sabotage. Why am I not focusing on the thing that I know that I need to do to help other people and the thing that the universe is really pushing me to do? So we were diving into this self-sabotage, this loop, and I know that I have seen it so many times before and I have noticed it. It's almost like whenever I feel the push or the urge to do something, to apply myself, to create something, to put it out there, I never seem to put my full self into it and my full effort into it. Now, it's like I can't remember where we got to get to this point, but what came up was that it was almost like a fear of failure. And it came back to, who am I going to fail? Who am I scared to fail? And the answer that came to me was my dad. I felt like I am scared to let my dad down. Now, my dad is not with us anymore in the physical world, right? So straight away, it's almost like, where has this come from? Now, I know exactly where it came from because it just popped into my mind when I was 18. My dad really wanted one of his children to go to university and get their degree. And I was that child who needed to go to university to fulfill my dad's wish. I was at university. I was also working because my parents didn't have a lot of money, so I needed to support myself through university. I ended up having to move out of the house because I was living with my dad, but my dad had depression, and there was a lot of tension and conflict. So I needed to financially support myself through my degree, work at the same time, tried to buy myself a car. I was trying to work, I was trying to study. I needed to buy all of my own textbooks and pay for my own rent, which was like completely impossible. But it was like I was trying to achieve what I guess my father's expectations. And it felt like I'd let not only him down, but myself down as well. Um, it was the hardest time of my life. My parents were divorcing at the time as well. And I felt completely alone. So that stayed inside. Can you see where this emotion comes from? It's still inside me. Conscious Laura, who yesterday had no idea that this emotion was still inside her body. Yeah. But our bodies know the score, it holds on to everything. So at this point in my life, when I was 18, there was a goal. There was an ambition to have this degree and to fulfill my dad's wishes, my dad's expectations. The word expectation keeps coming to me. It's like I feel like I have been here trying to fulfill expectations or what I thought were the expectations of others. Um, and I got my degree and I got a 2-1 degree, and it was, successful. However, at the end of it, I didn't feel that, I didn't feel dad was proud of me. I felt like I'd let him down. Um, Maybe it's because I moved out. Maybe it's because I wasn't there to support him emotionally at the time when he needed that. Um, I mean, I did later on in life, he ended up moving in with us, but it was I didn't feel like I achieved what I thought his expectations were. I felt like I let him down. So somewhere inside of me, I put meaning to that. If there is a goal or if there is something for me to achieve, and I put my whole self into that, and somehow I fail, or that it's rejected, it's like it's inside me. It means that I have failed, I am not good enough, or I have been rejected. Does that make sense? Because I put everything into those years of my life. I put everything into trying to fulfill his expectations, trying to be the person, trying to be the perfect daughter, trying to do the degree, be hold the job down, to do everything. And all of those expectations, even though I tried my absolute best, put my absolute hardest into this, it wasn't good enough. I didn't feel it was good enough for him to be proud of me, for me to achieve that, to get my dad's recognition, appreciation, to feel like he was truly, truly happy with me. So that has sort of transpired now into me holding myself back and not putting my full self into any of the things that I have done, jobs, career, business, everything since then. It's like I've held a part of me back, because if I put myself full self into something and it doesn't, if it fails or if it gets rejected, then that means I've got to re-feel those emotions that are already inside my body. It will re-trigger those emotions and the energies. So how do we fix this? We fix this by allowing those emotions and energies to move through us. And so, as if it was planned divinely by the universe, we've just had Natalie doing a breathwork session in my membership, the Divine Light Tribe. And it's almost like you can just laugh at the synchronicities, honestly. When you're on this journey and you are in flow, and you notice how the universe lines this stuff up. So all of this just came to my awareness. We have just done the breathwork session. Natalie is incredible. I think she spent about 3 months training, probably even longer, a couple of years ago now. And every single session that I do with Natalie is incredibly powerful. However, this one was particularly powerful. There was a lot of emotional releasing. It was almost like, oh, I've just spoken to her after the session. It's just like you were just writhing around. It was like the rage was coming out of you consciously. It was like all of those years of holding myself back were just finally released out of me, but also giving myself that compassion and understanding, for understanding now why I have held myself back in so many ways. Breathwork is incredible. Breathwork is, for me, it is one of the most powerful forms of energy release. And you don't need to know what you're releasing when you do breath work. You don't need to know what you've got going on. You just trust your breath, trust your body, trust that your body will always help you to release or lead you to the place where it needs to be. Sometimes it's not a release. Sometimes you'll go on a spiritual journey. Sometimes you'll get downloads. Sometimes you'll hear voices. Sometimes you see visions. You always get exactly what you need. Just with this whole spiritual journey, you always get exactly what you need. It might not be what you expect. It might not be what you want, but you always get exactly what you need. And it was just incredible. So now I can feel these emotions moving through my body. Everybody on the session feels lighter, and that's always the case. I need to go and ground myself, sit outside, get my feet on the ground, and allow some more of these energies to move. But now what's going to happen is me moving forward means that now I've recognized what has been holding me back. Now that I've recognized it and allowed myself to release and let those emotions move through my body, I know that I'm going to notice a difference in the way that I am being, my persona, the way that I am showing up, all of that, because this is what happens when we release energy, right? These energies, like I say, they're always in our bodies. Our bodies know the score, the whole entire history, everything that we've experienced, any low vibrational emotions. If they haven't been allowed to be acknowledged and processed through us, they stay in our bodies. They show up in physical pain, in ailments, in illnesses. I'm reading a book at the moment that is linking cancer, neuroimmune diseases, all sorts, Alzheimer's, everything. Honestly, it's insane how much energy in our bodies affects who we are and our health. Yeah, patterns in our life, noticing emotions, energies, same situations constantly coming up. We literally reflect everything that happens in our world around us is literally a reflection of what we have going on energetically. Everything. We create every moment of our life experience through our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, the energy running through our bodies. Now, if you're curious to anything that I've spoken about, a couple of things I want to mention. Number one, Natalie's breathwork sessions. Okay, Natalie shows up in my monthly membership, the Divine Light Tribe, every month. Although we're taking August off, but she shows up in there. The Divine Light Tribe as well. We've got lots of different healing sessions, lots of different modalities. We've got light language, we've got activations, we've got quantum healing, we've got going beyond the veil, we've got belief coding, loads and loads of stuff in there. And again, like Natalie's usually in there every month, and she will be in there every month from August. You can also just book on to a light language. A breathwork session with Natalie, and I'm going to make sure Natalie's tagged somewhere in here as well on how to book on with Natalie's breathwork or the Divine Light Tribe membership, which is £33 a month. You can cancel anytime. You get access to all of the recordings. So even if you go in for just 1 month and just completely binge on all of the healing sessions, that's totally fine. However, if you are interested in the Divine Light Tribe, what I want to say is you need to take responsibility for your own healing journey. It is not a case of, right, this is it. I want to transform. I want to stop seeing these patterns in my life. I want to create this in my life. I want to attract love. I want to attract money, and just expect it to happen like that. You have to be the change you want to see. Right? You have to take responsibility for yourself. You have to put yourself first and make time and space for yourself in your life. You can't just expect to join a membership and expect everything to change around you. It's not going to happen. I am committed to this journey, and I have seen massive shifts in my life. Every single person who has been consistent at showing up at Natalie's breathwork sessions, we were saying this morning, every single person has seen a huge shift just in these past 6 months. Yeah, just in these past 6 months. The transformations in these people have been immense. Yeah, if you want to work with Natalie, I'll make sure Natalie's links are on here. If you just want one breathwork session to try it out, that's totally fine. And the other thing I want to mention as well is my program, the one that the universe has told me to get out there. It's called Beyond the Illusion. So if you're listening to anything I'm saying and anything's resonating and you're thinking, yeah, I feel like there's something there, you're not sure what it is, and you want to explore it more, this is where I take you on that journey to understand more about energy, more about what this life is, more about how we can consciously create our experience. We are always co-creating with the universe, but how we can take control of that and move forward into that place of power, how we can get that connection to our higher selves, our oversouls, our universe, creator, whatever you want to call that higher energy that we are all connected to, and how we can then start to move forward and evolve to really be able to shine our light, to really be able to move beyond all of these restrictions and limitations that we have on us. And that is called Beyond the Illusion. So you will see the links to the Divine Light Tribe, to Natalie, and to Beyond the Illusion at some point, someplace on this video. So I just wanted to leave that there and just let you know that this is a journey that we can all go on. If we are sick of life, if we want to see change, if we want to be the change, it's got to start with us. So yeah, have a beautiful day, everyone.